Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you guys some tips and tricks on how you can level up quickly and easily in Black Ops 3. I know that a lot of you guys are still playing BO3 due to lack of interest in present day Call of Duty games, so I thought that I would share with you guys my knowledge and hopefully help you guys to get to that level 1000 mark a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. So the first thing that I want to talk about is probably the most commonly heard thing on YouTube when it comes to leveling up quick in a Call of Duty game, but the most overlooked in game, and that is to utilize the challenges. So first off, Black Ops 3 is probably one of the best Call of Duties of all time to actually level up quickly through challenges. Not only have they made it easier to pay attention to what challenges you're closest to completing, but there are so many different challenges that you can get, even some that you can get more than once. So first off, let's talk about game mode challenges. Game mode challenges are probably one of the easiest things to get just because you just have to play the game mode. For example, a lot of people tend to play the same game modes over and over again. You know, they'll look up YouTube videos. Domination's the best game mode to play, so all I'm going to play is Domination. You guys know that you get multiple challenges for each individual game mode, whether it be getting wins or doing certain things, playing the objective. Make sure to spread out and play all of these different game modes. Kill Confirm, Domination, Chaos Mosh Pit, Hardpoint. All these game modes are really good for leveling up, and not only will it be good to mix and match, it'll keep you interested and you'll be able to complete these challenges along the way. Second off, weapon challenges. I feel like these are the most obvious, but for some reason people do not like to use more than 2 weapons in an entire Call of Duty game's life cycle, and I admit I was this person for a really long time. All I ever wanted to do was use one gun that I was good with, and I wasn't going to stray away from that. I wanted to use the same gun that I was doing well with and not mess up what I had going. So make sure that you're using different weapons. What I like about this game is that you can prestige your weapons and go for all of the challenges again. So if you are one of those people that really just likes to use the same couple weapons over and over again per prestige, you're able to prestige your weapon, which gives you that opportunity to get all those attachments back, therefore get all that XP back for completing the challenges. So make sure to mix and match with your weapons, guys. You might think that you're not going to do as well. You know, for example, for me, if I like to use the Man-O-War a lot, if I decide to use a KN-44, it's not like I'm just going to completely suck, alright? If you're good at Call of Duty, you're going to be good at Call of Duty regardless of what gun you're using. So make sure to switch them up. It's worth getting the XP. You'll level up so much quicker and the levels will fly by because you're mixing and matching and you won't feel like you're getting bored using the same gun over and over and over again. That's why it really tends to take forever to level up when you use the same weapon every single game. So make sure to switch it up. Tons and tons of weapon challenges, titles, game mode challenges, so many different ways to get XP through the challenges. The second thing I want to talk about is game modes, and I just talked about getting challenges for game modes, but I want to talk about game modes in general. So I mentioned the big 3 a few seconds ago, that being Kill Confirm, Domination, and Hardpoint. We'll talk about Chaos Mosh Pit in a second. That's kind of its own little thing, but first off, Kill Confirm, right? So Kill Confirm has been probably one of the most common game modes to level up in since Modern Warfare 3 days, and the reason for that is because of how much XP you accumulate through confirming and denying tags. Now, if you're not playing the objective at Kill Confirmed, if you're not going for tags, you're not going to level up any quicker than you would in Team Deathmatch, so it's really not worth it if you don't want to go for tags. The second game mode is Domination. Now, there's a lot of different ways to get XP in Domination, but the best way that I recommend is to camp the middle flag and to camp on the middle flag. You guys know that you get a lot of extra XP for killing people that are on the flag and killing people away from it while you're standing on the flag. So if you want to get a lot of XP in Domination, make sure to capture a lot of flags and to get most of your kills from the flags. And you don't really have to camp, because if you're sitting on the B flag, most of the other team is going to run right to you, which makes it not only easy to get kills, but easy to get more XP through those kills. So play the objective. Once again, Domination, you'll do really well. The third game mode is Hardpoint. This one is pretty much another obvious one. Play the objective, run to the hardpoint. Same situation, getting kills on the hardpoint, killing people that are on the hardpoint. You'll get more XP and you'll level up even quicker. So make sure to play the objective. Long story short, when playing these game modes, the reason that I recommend all 3 of these is because when you play one game mode over and over again, you tend to get really pissed off and start to do bad. And the reason for that is because you just get tired of playing the same thing over and over again. It's kind of like what I was talking about a minute ago with different guns. By using the same gun again or over and over again, you start to get really bored, and you might even start to suck with it. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, where you use a gun for so long that you actually start to do bad with it and you have to switch. That happens to me a lot. So make sure to switch it up, and the reason that I bring that aboard is because I want to talk about Chaos Mosh Pit. Yeah, everyone knows Chaos Mosh Pit, right? Because Nuketown 24/7. Chaos Mosh Pit is probably one of my favorite ways to level up. Probably not on double XP weekend, but it does well, and the reason for that is because it's Nuketown over and over again, and Nuketown is probably the quickest way to level up, but it is the most boring and stressful way to level up. And by boring, I don't mean the standard boring, because there's constant movement, constant death, but it's just the same map, the same small map over and over and over again. But double XP weekend, guys, Chaos Mosh Pit's the way to go. Everyone always plays Nuketown, and these 3 game modes, Kill Confirm, Domination, and Hardpoint, are pretty much the only game modes played. No one ever votes for anything other than those 3. So Chaos Mosh Pit is definitely a good way to go. Last thing I want to talk about is kill streaks. A lot of people think that you need really high kill streaks to do well. I'm going to use a gunship, and I'm going to use a hater. I'm going to use all these high kill streaks that'll help me do really, really well. And what happens is they try too hard to get those kill streaks. They end up losing XP because they're camping, trying not to die, and then they don't get the kill streaks before the games end, or they just end up dying and it doesn't work out well. Run smaller kill streaks. The 3 that I recommend are UAV, Counter UAV, and Care Package. The reason I recommend these 3, you guys hear UAV and Counter UAV all the time, is because you can get them so quick and so easy, and you get lots of experience points for your teammates getting kills while they're in the air. I always run Care Package because I like to run a Share Package. Now, this is something that I've literally done personally since the Modern Warfare 2 days with the emergency airdrop, and it's always worked wonders for me. By using a care package, what I like to do is I like to get my care packages, call them in immediately in my spawn, and let my teammates take them. I don't know if you guys realize that or not, but you get a lot of XP for letting your teammates take your care packages. So what I like to do is let my teammates take my care packages. I feel like I'm a good enough player to run around with a weapon and do just as well. For example, if I was to get a Hellstorm, I'll let my teammate take the Hellstorm, and I'll take the XP so that I can focus on running around still killing people instead of having to stop, use the Hellstorm, and get XP. I mean, it makes no sense. If I can just give it to a teammate, I'm going to get the same amount of XP anyway, so might as well, right? So use small kill streaks. You'll do really, really well. UAV, Counter UAV, Care Package. Make sure to use the Share Package, not the caring. Sharing is caring, guys. Hello, it's in the name. Pay attention. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for the video. Hopefully you guys will be able to level up quick and easy. If you guys have any extra tips and tricks, make sure to leave them down in the comments below so other people can use them. If you guys have any questions or just want to chat, make sure to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at DylanFurrow. I'll leave links in the description below. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Bitch, better have my money.